Welcome to the Jeff Crilley Show. And now, here's Jeff Crilley.
Welcome to the final segment of the Jeff Crilley Show. I'm excited about this segment. Libby Hunt is one of our favorite clients. Sarah is joining us on the mic. She came into our offices at Real News PR, I want to say maybe 4 months ago, to start doing a podcast. And the next thing you know, we're fast friends. And
I know. I'm having so much fun. Thank
you
y'all
just
for
bring
having me.
joy to
You're
the
so
office.
Sweet. You know what I appreciate about you guys is you're just upbeat. Both you, Jeff, and Sarah, your daughter, how upbeat
Thank
you are. You know, there's so many serious things going on in the world. That's kind of why I started this Libby's Movie Hunt. I've always seen a lot of movies, and we just need an escape from all the seriousness, especially during this political time. Let's have some fun and talk about fun things.
Well, let's give the audience a little bit of background on you, because
Okay.
it's not like you just woke up one day and said, I'm going to review movies. You've been around the movie scene for years.
Well, I went to school as
Okay.
a theater major and then ended up in radio and television. But then, life got in the way, had my kids. They're older now. This is kind of, I call it my second act. So a couple of years ago, I put up a movie blog because I always go see a lot of movies. This is my passion, just the theater, arts, movies. And I started blogging. Well, from there, everybody started saying, come on my radio show, come on my TV show, just talking movies. So it's been hilarious. And then I have a podcast, Libby's Movie Hunt.
Well, now you've been an actress, are an actress.
Yeah. Oh,
You've
and I
been a
produced
producer.
some. That's really what started even before that, is people knew I had a passion for it, so I started producing some films. So I produced about 3 features, 2 documentaries, a couple of shorts, and so it's been fun. And then from there, I got an agent. I did a little acting, but you have to have a real job. Not that I even this isn't even a real job, but acting. In 2 years, I got maybe 6 jobs acting. I don't see how anybody really can make a living being an actress.
But I'm impressed. I mean, to anybody who has an IMDb, I'm like, wow.
So cool. We need your autograph.
But literally, I went gangbusters. I mean, I was all in. At age 50, I was like, let's just go for this.
I love it. I love
So
it.
it's never too late to pick up your passion.
Okay, well, I'm going to let you steer
about
this
me.
because you're a professional interviewer. What do you want to talk about today?
Okay, well, we always talk about movies, but Sarah and I thought it'd be fun to talk about.
I requested this segment because I want to binge watch at Netflix. It's kind of the season's cold,
Yes.
and I'm ready to pull out the Netflix. And I wanted to know what your top picks were, because we've been talking about the new movie releases, but
Right.
what about Netflix?
I know. Can you believe I can even fit in some Netflix movies? I see, like, how am I doing? And my kids are like, what are you doing?
But it's helpful for me because I never really get out to the movie theater,
Okay.
but I have Netflix, right?
Have you
my
have you
parents.
watched anything on Netflix you love?
I like just whatever show that I can kind of
But you-
scroll through, but
well,
I want to know the movies
original-
and what's
okay.
going to be worth my time.
Well, one thing about Netflix I think is interesting. It's been around since 1997. Remember when you could rent the little Netflix and put it back in the mail?
Right.
But in about 2013, it became, it's on our TV now, it's so new. It seems like it's a household name. Y'all, it's only been
Right.
around 3 years.
Is that right?
That's right.
And so they were the first people to self-commission original content. And now, this year, they're going to do an estimated 126 original series and films, just Netflix, more than any other single network or cable channel. Isn't that
Wow.
interesting? But so there are they have obviously a lot of shows that have gone into syndication and they put them on Netflix. But their original shows that they've done, their first one was House of Cards, which, of course,
Big hit.
Kevin
Huge hit,
Spacey,
yes.
Robin Wright, about the Democratic senator that, makes his evil way to the top. Have y'all seen that?
Yeah,
I've seen a couple episodes.
Absolutely.
It's totally binge worthy. And I mean, the writing, it's probably the best writing on TV.
Wow.
And they say the actors out there in Hollywood and here in Dallas and all over the country are saying that the writing is really going to TV now. And House of Cards it's the gold standard.
Yeah.
I'd say.
No, I've watched it with Victoria, and you're right. I mean, he's just
He's fantastic, and the writing is just fantastic. So I'd say House of Cards, and my rating system is popcorn worthy,
I love
half
that.
popped and bag full of kernels, and Oscar worthy. And I would give House of Cards Oscar worthy to popcorn worthy for sure.
Wow.
Okay, I'll say my favorite for last. Have y'all seen The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt?
No.
Okay, literally, this one, it's only 2 series. Tina Fey wrote it, who's
Okay.
a genius. It's starring Ellie Kemper. She was one of the girls in Bridesmaid, the funny little redhead.
Oh, yeah.
It has Carol Kane, Titus Burgess, and Jane Krakowski, who plays this
Oh, yes.
hilarious housewife that you just can't get enough of her in it. But y'all, go home this afternoon, Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. you'll die.
So it's
Okay,
for a
that's
good laugh.
awesome.
Oh my
I'm
God,
doing
it's
it this
hysterical.
afternoon. I love it.
And you can watch it just like in a day or two. Of course, Orange is the New Black with
Yes.
Taylor Schilling, based on the. It's a true story of this. Y'all, now this is definitely binge worthy.
So I haven't seen Orange is the New
Yes.
Black. I know I need
Yes.
to jump on there. So how many episodes in or
Well-
I think they're in
season
their
is it?
third season. And I
Third
have
season.
to say about Orange is the New Black, I loved the first season.
Mm-hmm.
The second and third season, it's kind of losing me. It's. I think it needs to probably
Move
go
on.
bye-bye.
Give us the premise of Orange is the New
Well,
Black.
it's a true story about the girl's name is Piper Chapman, and she is your typical corporate girl engaged to this guy, and her past comes back to haunt her. She had done some drug running with her former lesbian lover. She had been a lesbian in her past life. So she gets thrown in jail in this federal penitentiary, and all these eccentric characters that come into her life, and her lesbian lover ends up getting back in the jail with her, and it breaks up her.
Now, don't spoil it.
Well, that's yeah.
Wow,
but
what a twist.
No, but then it keeps twisting and turning. But what's more best part of the show is actually not Piper's character.
Okay.
It's the characters in the penitentiary with her.
Yeah, I think some of the characters are just
Fantastic.
just amazing.
But watch
Yeah.
the first season, that for sure, popcorn worthy.
Yeah.
Then Making of a Murderer, the documentary.
Yes.
So I did see Making of a Murderer. So that was the original Netflix series?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not sure that was original. It may not have been, but it's the
But
true
released on
story
Netflix.
of Stephen Avery. It's 10 episodes, but I'm not kidding you when I say literally you will turn. First episode's a little slow. Have you watched it?
Yeah, I've seen. I couldn't stop.
I stayed home an entire weekend.
An entire weekend. Same here. I couldn't stop watching it because it was based on a true. It's a true documentary.
Right.
So
Do you
they're
know this-
filming it throughout the entirety of this happening.
This man is wrongly accused, and he gets off on he's exonerated on DNA.
Yes.
But then a murder happens, and it's like, did he or didn't he do it? It's the crazy. You
So
can't
he's
even make this up.
in prison for life, and then gets out, and then has to go back in for some other reason
Yes.
that I'm not going
yes.
to share.
No,
And like the mainstream media has picked up on this. I mean, it's become a news story.
it's unbelievable. Really, that's probably the best.
So like halfway through, you're watching it, and he gets out. So you're waiting for him to get out, and then he goes back in, and you're like, "What?
yeah, we'll have to talk about what you think
happening?
happened at the end.
Crazy!"
Another similar, so I give that definite popcorn worthy. Another similar story is the Amanda Knox story. I just watched that a few
Okay.
nights
So
ago.
I've heard about this
yeah.
one.
So that happened in 2011. Remember, American Amanda Knox goes
Yes.
over to Italy to study, has this British roommate, Amanda Kircher, and she's found dead. And Amanda is taken into custody and, somehow, for some reason, kind of confesses to it. But she didn't do it. They find out through DNA later. She stays in jail 4 years. But all along, there are these weird little things you're like, maybe she did do it, but she didn't when it gets down to it. But you have to see it. It's really good.
And
She
how-
starts the show by saying, I could be a psychopath in sheep's clothing, or I could be just like you. It's really kind of fascinating.
Wow. Are you drawn to the dramas,
Yes.
Libby?
Yes, drama. And I like it all.
Yeah,
Drama, comedy, anything.
that's awesome.
So it's really good. Those two, Chelsea Handler has a show.
Yes.
It's watch her 4-episode series called Chelsea Does, where she talks about, it's her take on racism, drugs, marriage, and technology.
Okay.
And I actually saw it at Sundance last year, and Chelsea was in the audience, and I was like about to jump out of my chair because I just adore her. But her actual show is not that great. She does her own show on Netflix every week, and I'm not crazy about it. But her little 4-part docuseries is fabulous. Okay, Mascots is a new show. It's about people have a peculiar business of being mascots.
Okay.
And it's done by the director Christopher Guest, who
Okay.
did Best in Show, Spinal Tap, Jamie Lee Curtis's husband,
Oh, cool.
and Parker. It's supposed to be the big new Netflix show, but I haven't seen it. Mascots. Okay.
So it's the mascots on the sidelines.
Yes.
How long is it? Is it a whole documentary?
It's
or-
a series.
It's a whole series.
And it's
and it's funny.
it's the big talk that it's the new funny thing to watch on.
Oh,
It's-
that's awesome.
Yeah.
We'll
So,
have to check it out.
okay. I know we only have a few minutes, but here is my favorite Netflix show, Stranger
Drum roll.
Things. Yes, Stranger Things. Did y'all
Stranger
see it?
Things.
Stranger Things. Okay,
Writing it
tell us
down.
about that.
I was just out in L.A. Billboards as big as this room all over L.A. about this show. They just had their first season. Winona Ryder stars in it, which I'm so happy to see her. Huge fan of Winona Ryder. It takes place in 1980s, and it's a mix of Close Encounters of the Third Kind. What else? Twilight Zone.
Wow.
Aliens, all in one. This little boy goes missing, and Winona Ryder's son and his friends are kind of on the case for it, and it has Matthew Modine in it.
Wow.
No, it's really the best thing on TV.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah.
And this is the new thing. So if you got the whole first season if you buy it.
Yeah, you watch it. There's like 8 or 10 shows, and they did get red lit to go do another season, and everybody's so pumped about it. So.
Okay, so we've got, I think, about a minute and a half left. Let's talk about your weekly podcast. You've got a website. Let's plug it.
Okay, it's libbysmoviehunt.com, and I have a podcast on Fridays at 2 on your network, realnewscn.com. Is that Real
That's
News
correct. And she's
That's
doing video interviews as well.
Doing video interviews.
So she was just at the State Fair of Texas.
Doing
and
the
did
walk through the Taylor Swift exhibit.
experience.
Oh, that's cool. Was that fun?
Yeah, it's really fun. And now we're putting the show up on YouTube, too, so I need more subscribers on YouTube. Go to YouTube or Libby's Movie Hunt public Facebook page. I'm almost to 1,000.
Amazing.
Yay!
And, I got to compliment you because you are such a natural interviewer. I mean, just like this segment here.
I talk too much.
No, it's
Not
not
at all.
like I'm
No,
talking
you're
enough.
so good.
and you're honest, and I really feel like you're saying what the viewer is thinking, and that's a gift, Libby.
You're sweet.
Yeah, you're incredible.
I'm having fun.
Okay.
It's so fun. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, can we
Yay,
have you back?
Libby.
Yeah,
I think
anytime.
we're going to do once a month with her.
I'm here.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
And we want to
Okay.
hear from our guests, too. So let's have them, give us a topic for her.
Absolutely. We're out of time. We'll see you next Saturday.
Okay, thanks.